Welcome to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Relationship Tuesday, and we're going to open your mind.
Good life. Good life. In a different land.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Relationship Tuesday. I have all of the guys in the studio with me, and I do want to shout out Taifa. She has a new venture in life that she is embarking upon, so she will not be with us anymore for Relationship Tuesday. So we are searching for some new ladies. So if you are interested, make sure you contact me at The Good Life NOLA, 504-400-7127. That's 504-400-7127. If you think that you can handle these guys and you have time on Tuesday, maybe we'll do an interview process. What do y'all think about that?
We got to do an interview process.
Yeah, we do. What's the credentials?
Oh, no, we can't do that on air.
Oh, gotcha. This dude, wow.
Which is exactly why you need to be able to handle your own. But I think we have a lot of New Orleans ladies or ladies around the world. Maybe, we have some different points of view, cultures, ethnicities. We want all of it. So, make sure you reach out to us at The Good Life at 504-400-7127. We're going to get into soul mate relationships today. So, but before we get into that, yes, I'm going to let y'all ponder on that. It's Valentine's Day, so I wanted to have it was Sunday.
Yeah.
So we didn't talk about it last Tuesday, so I wanted, to really kind of get into a conversation about love, real love and those real types of relationships to roll off of Valentine's Day. But before we get into that, we're going to talk about a little bit, talk about soul. We're going to talk about our black soul. I have Dr. Andre Perry on the line. Dr. Perry, good morning. How are you?
Always a pleasure to speak with you, Eileen.
It is a pleasure to speak to you as well. You always stimulate people's mind. You open people's mind to living differently in the world, and that's what I love about you. So thank you so much for coming on this morning. I know you have a special event coming up, BNOLA. Can you give us a little bit of information about that? What's going on with that?
Yeah, so we actually are partnering with iWest, the Institute of Women's Studies, and Resync to unveil 3 different platforms that we think will provide some guidance for the community to get involved around education. We know that much of the talk around education is centered around what goes on in schools, and much of that conversation has not included the black community. And so what we're doing is offering agendas or platforms for the black community or standards that we can hold ourselves accountable to. And much of those standards have come from the black community itself. And so for me, I will be presenting as part of a collaborative or a new organization called Black Education for New Orleans. And we're introducing the Black Manifesto of New Orleans. And in it is a set of principles and values that we want our education officials and our leaders to hold on to.
You know what, Dr. Perry, what I really love about this is it speaks to kind of a fundamental that we talk about on the Good Life radio show about basically getting your mind right, how you have to get your mind right, and then everything else can fall into place. And you're teaching us, you are, filling our souls. And one of the ones at the final principle is black people deserve to live out our natural life expectancies. Place matters. Therefore, we must remove the social, physical, political, and economic conditions in black neighborhoods that reduce life expectancy. And, it's about getting our mind and wrapping, around the idea that we deserve it. I think that we don't even think that we deserve it. And when you don't think that you deserve something, you can't even step into it. And so I want to thank you for, bringing up these principles and opening people's mind to living differently in the world so we as a community can help each other and move forward. So when is this event taking place again?
Yeah, it is going to take place at 2941 Royal Street, which is the new site for Studio B. I don't know if you're familiar with
yes.
B. Mike and Brandon. is doing some great work. So there's a tremendous amount of artwork at Studio B, 2941 Royal Street at 6 p.m. tonight. So please, anyone who's interested in setting a new Black agenda for the community, please come through 6 p.m., 2941 Royal Street at the new Studio B.
The new Studio B, tonight, 6 p.m. I know Dr. Turner had something he wanted to speak. Oh, I love when our Black doctors speak out. Go ahead. Y'all go ahead.
Good morning, Dr. Perry. How you doing?
Oh, hey, how are you, Dr. Turner?
I'm all right.
A pleasure.
I'm all right, good man. Look, I wanted to ask you, what's the platform tonight? If you can share with us a little bit more of the structure of the program. Will it just be a presentation? Will it be Q&A? Will it be engaging? Tell us a little bit about what we can expect, please.
Yeah, it was set up originally to be a press conference, so we're going to actually present the different platforms, then open it up for questions. But more importantly, we're going to give folks who are in attendance an opportunity to sign on. We know a lot of people just won't agree with the principles that we're putting forth. And so, but we're asking folks, hey, if you agree with it, sign on. And we're going to ask school leaders, government officials, everyday citizens to actually sign this document as a pledge to uphold the principles of B. NOLA. And the other organizations have a similar ask as well. But we're going to just present what we have, and then we're going to take questions. But as soon as the press conference is over, we're going to make it widely accessible, the document widely accessible for sign-up as well.
Sounds good.
Dr. Perry, I know we spoke this morning, and I was messing with you, but, you know, this really is something that touches my heart, and I believe, you know, the way we think and the way we express our thoughts are going to create our future. And I believe it, you know, it starts with each and every one of us. That's why, you know, I urge everyone to go tonight to the new, give us the address
Studio
again.
B?
Yeah, the Studio B. Give us the address again. I need to write that down, actually.
Yeah, 2941 Royal Street. And again, I can't say this enough. These are principles that basically ask people to take ownership, take stock of our lives. I mean, one of the principles is Black people have defined the culture of New Orleans. Therefore, Black people should be the primary beneficiaries of its economic impact. So it's basically saying we deserve the loot that is flowing through our city around our culture. And so, but it means when we trumpet these principles, we have got to work with the community in establishing strategies to make those principles come to life.
Absolutely. So we have to walk the walk, y'all. We can't just talk the talk. So we're going to meet up tonight, 2941 Royal Street at Studio B, and we're going to make our voices heard, and we're going to come together as a community, as a block. We talk about Mondays, you know, voting in blocks and how important it is for us to come together and get our minds right and to move forward in policy and thought processes. But this is with education, and this will trickle down to so many different other areas of life. But education is such a fundamental, such a fundamental structure in our community, and not just formal education. But go ahead.
If I can just interject, although a lot of this began with a group of educators, we also know that kids don't live in schools; they live in communities, and so many of the principles have a lot to do with housing, criminal justice, health care, because too much of the conversation around education revolves around test scores and what's going on there. Mm-hmm. But we know that real education is life. And so the principles reflect the wholeness, the roundness of our lives. And so I think people will be pleased to see that this is a document that really reflects what we need totally as a community.
So we want to invite everyone to come out tonight, the Black Manifesto of New Orleans, B. NOLA. It is at Studio B, wonderfully, with B. Mike, 2941 Royal Street. That's 2941 Royal Street, 6 p.m., Studio B. Come out, have great conversation, see amazing art, meet amazing people, and join the conversation. Let's stop talking the talk and actually walk the walk in our community. Let's get together and do this. Closing thoughts? Dr. Perry?
No, I mean, No, I just really believe that we have to stop allowing ed reform and housing reform and criminal justice reform to be done to us. These are issues that we need to have ownership of, and certainly we need a policy agenda around these issues, but we have got to create them. They have to be established in our offices and in our homes and in our platforms. And so this is just a foundation for us to base our community agenda. And it's always a pleasure talking with the absolutely intelligent Dr. Turner. It's always a pleasure being in his space and presence. So thank you for connecting us once again, Eileen.
Absolutely. And, our conversation today is about soulmates, but it's so important, and we'll get into this after the break, so make sure you stay tuned, but it's so important that you feed your own soul first. And that's what I really enjoy about this conversation that we're going to have tonight, that we're going to start feeding our own soul. We're going to take care of our needs. We're going to make sure that we're whole before we step out. And we can become a community once we make sure that we are whole inside. So I want to thank you, Dr. Perry, for everything that you do. Thank you for opening our minds to living differently in the world. I know, Brian, that this is a topic that is, that touches you dearly. And, all of it should really touch all of us dearly. So, let's make an extra effort if we can get out there tonight, 2941 Royal Street at Studio B. It is the B NOLA. And give us all of the groups that are involved in this once again, Andre.
Yeah,
Dr. Perry?
Going to be Rethink. As you know, the student group, and as well as IWEST, the Institute of Women and Ethnic Studies, they're going to be presenting in that number. And so they're going to have a serious discussion on mental health in the black community. And Rethink has their own platform that is equally as strong, that lays out an agenda for the black community, the 5 points. And so we have 3 community groups. And then I have to say the reason why we're doing it together, because I'm tired of this one.
I think we lost Dr. Perry, but I think oh no, there you are. Go ahead.
I was just saying how the reason why we're doing this together is because we live as a community, or we're going to die as a community.
Yes.
And so it's important that we have men, women, children, different organizations presenting and talking together. We may not always disagree, but when we do events, we have to share resources. We have to show that we can actually work together as a people along some basic principles to achieve some pretty basic common goals. So we have different platforms, yes, but we've all agreed that these principles we can live under together.
That is so amazing. Well, Dr. Perry, thank you so much. We will see you tonight, 2941 Royal Street, 2941 Royal Street, 6 p.m., Studio B. Make sure you are there because that is the good life. Thank you so much, Dr. Perry, and I'll see you tonight.
You're welcome. See you soon.
Make sure you stay tuned. We're going to have a soulmate conversation today. This should be very interesting with the guys. This is Relationship Tuesday, y'all. We'll be right back. Carter Business Development delivers. For businesses to compete, they must have access. Let CBD be your bridge for business development services, radio advertising, social media marketing, brand ambassador, outreach, and access. Contact Carter Business Development at 504-400-7127 or email Eileen@tglradioshow.com. Carter Business Development creates unfolding opportunities. CBD connects the dots from where you are to where you want to be. Join the good life now with Carter Business Development, 504-400-7127, 504-400-7127. As quoted, a man who stops advertising to save money is like a man who stops a clock to save time. Let CBD save you time and give you access. Call 504-400-7127, 504-400-7127. Take the steps required for access so you can live the good life too with Carter Business Development. That's 504-400-7127.
Awesomely amazing, the facts made clear. Data News Weekly, the paper to cheer. The people's paper for natural growth. Honor Honorable achievers achieving the most. Data News Weekly, the future of our youth. In the city of New Orleans, without excuse. Understanding the expression, Black Lives Matter, yet we're failing to climb the ladder. The absence of love, the missing link. It's time we commit to effectively think, uplifting our women, families as well. Safer communities in order to excel. Managing anger, developing our minds. Data News Weekly, preventing decline. Restoring our decency, restoring our faith. Thoroughly conscious, removing disgrace. The best of character constantly applied. Self-determination, no one denied. Mothering children, mothers up to par. The purpose of life beyond a star. So let us prioritize what is urgently needed. Data News Weekly, regression defeated. No longer distracted, no longer confused. So great is the substance of Data News.
Pick up your copy of Data News Weekly today.
Gentili Italian Pie is home to the $5 Family Happy Hour. Specials on pizza, wings, and drinks, Tuesday through Thursday, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Gentili Italian Pie does fresh for the entire family. Salads, pizza, pasta, wings, and oven-baked sandwiches. Gentili Italian Pie offers lunch and dinner in a new, modern atmosphere surrounded by big screen TVs. Dine in or carry out by calling 504-826-9180. That's 504-826-9180. Relax. Have a drink from the fully stocked bar or beer on tap while your order is made from the freshest ingredients. Gentili Italian Pie, 4706 Paris Avenue, is home where everybody knows your name. So bring the family to Paris and Marabout for the $5 Family Happy Hour, Tuesday through Thursday, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. That's Gentili Italian Pie. Dine in or carry out. 504-826-9180. That's 504-826-9180. You gotta try the pie. That's the original Italian pie, located at Paris and Marabout in Gentili.
All through the month of February, join Toyota of New Orleans as we support Black History Month and the many significant accomplishments of African Americans throughout our history. Hurry into Toyota of New Orleans and drive the new 2016 Toyota Corolla L's for only $169 a month. $169 a month for 36 months with only $999 due at signing. Or move up to the bold new 2016 Toyota Camry for only $189 a month. $189 a month with only $1999 at signing. Toyota of New Orleans will even deliver the mega versatile RAV4 for only $199 a month. $199 a month with $1999 at signing for the new 2016 Toyota RAV4 LE. Log on, learn more at toyotaofneworleans.com.
36-month lease with Brew Credit through Toyota Financial Services at Tier 1 Plus rates. 12,000 miles per year in security deposit. Includes rebates of $900 to $1,000. Cap cost Corolla 19305. Camry 23222. RAV4 25087. Offer expires 3/1/16.
L&R Security provides the good life. They make their mark in the security arena by providing excellent security services for more than 35 years, and are licensed in more than 13 states. L&R Security's team comes with a wealth of experience from the military, law enforcement, and law enforcement training. Their personnel is comprised of more than 200 employees trained in video monitoring, special event services, convention services, armed and unarmed security guards, ticket takers, executive security, personal bodyguards, hall monitors, and critical infrastructure personnel that are TSA trained. L&R Security services are provided on a 24-hour basis and have expanded to the newest technology, including video monitoring. Find them on the web at www.lrsecurity.com or call them today at 504-943-3191. Again, that number is 504-943-3191. Live the good life with L&R Security today.
Getting a speeding ticket can impact drivers in many ways for multiple years. When you receive a traffic ticket, in addition to the fines you may have to pay, you may have to miss work to attend court, and in many cases, your insurance rates may increase as a result of one single ticket. Before you decide to just pay your traffic ticket and get it over with, speak to an attorney. In most instances, when you hire an attorney, he or she can stand in for you at court and you do not have to attend. Also, lawyers are trained and experienced in navigating the legal system, which could mean the difference between a blemished or clean driving record. If you have the unfortunate experience of receiving a traffic ticket, consult an attorney who will provide you with advice that is specific to your situation. This was your Legal Line of the Day, brought to you by the Hilliard Law Firm. For more information, call 504-729-6133.
WBOK 1230 AM, the People's Station.
Do you know anyone with less than perfect credit? At KB Enterprises, they specialize in restoring your score. Learn how to increase your credit score with 100% satisfaction guarantee. A+ rating with the BBB, 10-year track record of removing negative items including repossessions, foreclosures, bankruptcies, tax liens, student loans, and more. Kenneth Barnes and his team at KB Enterprises are excited about helping you restore your credit and achieving your financial goals. Whether it's acquiring a home or purchasing a car, don't miss this opportunity to change your life forever. For more info, give them a call at 504-577-4139. Log on to www.kennethbarnes.org and be sure to tune in to The Good Life on Money Mondays and get your financial tips for the week from Kenneth Barnes so you can live the good life too.
Listen to WBOK 1230 AM anywhere in the world. Live at www.wbok1230am.com. WBOK 1230 AM, talk radio in New Orleans.
Good morning, and welcome to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Relationship Tuesday, and we're here to open your mind. We are here on Relationship Tuesday, and this should be an interesting conversation. We are off the heels of Valentine's Day. So I want to know, did you spend Valentine's Day with your soulmate?
Of course. You mean me personally?
No, I'm talking about the listener.
All right, you looking at me.
Do we believe?
Like,
I'm looking at all y'all. I'm looking at Lee. Lee, did you spend Valentine's Day with your soulmate? Well, I asked this question because I'm not to be hating, but just because you're with somebody doesn't mean that's your soulmate. That's just my 2 cents. But I will say this. Let me ask. I'm not going to give my opinion yet. Do you believe in soulmates, and what's your thought process behind them? The spiritual journey, the karmic journey. I want the whole thing. It's not just, oh yes, I believe in love at first sight. I want to go through the nitty gritty because I've been really reading up on this, I guess, for probably the past maybe year or so. And especially with the show, it makes me open my mind to living differently in the world and really, having these types of conversations. So I wanted to have it on air, especially, on the heels of Valentine's Day. I thought it was perfect timing. We've never talked about deep love like this. Henry, do you believe in soulmates?
I believe in soulmates as much as I believe in unicorns.
Really?
Yeah. It's phony baloney. When you sent me the link, I was like, man. First of all of that stuff is a choice, and I'm sure Uche can add on to some of this stuff. When you look at other countries, they put people together, right? Mm-hmm. They put them together, and they have long marriages and, procreate. Yeah, they build together, etc. But when you got people thinking that there's, I need to find my soulmate and all that, okay, you have to choose who you want to be with. I mean, that's what it comes down to, and I hate to use the car analogy, but I always got to go back to that.
For the men out there, they can appreciate that. So go ahead.
People use
the word. For the women that ride in those cars, they can appreciate it too.
That's true.
Oh my God.
We
were starting early.
People use the word settle in a negative form, but
Wait. On a show about settling, you said don't settle. But anyway, I'm not going to,
look,
we going to find that.
Everybody settles at some point. I don't care what kind of car you drive, the house, the spouse. You picking look, this is the best that I want to do, and maybe this is the best I can do.
I like that word. Okay.
Well, see, people use it in a negative way.
What does the T-shirt need to say, Brian?
It's my hashtag.
That's my opinion.
Yeah, but you choose to love somebody. It's a choice. It's not you're not just born like, oh, I love this person. I mean, think about it. I mean, people, even when you look at like your kids, you're choosing to love your children. It's not I'm born loving them.
I'm gonna let all y'all talk.
It's
I'm
a
not
choice.
gonna give my 2 cents yet.
When I see people say, oh, I fell out of love. You never loved the person. You never loved them. So that's phony baloney. If you can fall out of love just like that.
So if you can fall out of love, you can be in love.
You just tell yourself, I love him, and I'm gonna start doing things.
Choice
I'm gonna start sacrificing. Okay. I'm gonna be committed. I mean, it's the whole shebang. It's a choice.
Okay, Dr. Turner, do you believe in soulmates, relationships, and connections?
I can't remember the movie, but I remember the phrase going something where being in love is almost like being insane, that you'd be willing to do anything for this person is the near mark of insanity. With that being said, though, I do actually believe that there are soulmates. I do think there could be a person that could make you feel so good or bad that you'd be willing to do any and everything to please them, as well as kind of, evoking the same reaction from them. I will concur with my brothers and potentially a lot of other people that our present society may hinder that in a number of ways due to lots of social and cultural issues that come up. But there's a little tug on my heart when you sent this that, I will say this, I didn't like the article. So I'm not always a fan of folks who write these articles that have
That's why I sent this article, because I wanted you to have an opposing point of view.
When there's kind of this ambiguous,
I'm intelligent.
History or like whatever they have. So I kind of tend to look. And once again, I really do. The Gottmans are the gurus of relationships, and the Gottmans who just have been doing relationship work for probably the last 30 years. They're fans of soulmates, and they say it's possible, but we have to get through the other minutiae of stuff that happens. So, I'm a fan of soulmates, but we get in our own way.
Uche?
Crack my knuckles here.
Oh, gosh. Soulmate, love, connection. What do you believe, Uche Okapalabi?
Look, I believe in, I'm kind of with what Henry's saying, and I'm definitely what Brian's saying, but I think of it in totally different ways, is that, look, your soulmate is not the person that you wind up with. Your soulmate is the person that prepares you for the person you wind up with. So, people walking around, oh, I'm with my soulmate. No, you're not. Your soulmate is preparing you. Your soulmate is getting the best out of you. Your soulmate is encouraging you. Your soulmate is the person that is touching your soul. Your soulmate is your moral compass that leads you in the direction to be available, which is what a lot of people don't understand, to be available for the person that you will spend the rest of your life with. So without your soulmate that leads you, guides you, teaches you, almost like a coach, that's what a soulmate is to me. Your soulmate isn't, in my opinion, the person you wind up with. Your soulmate is the person that prepares you for the person that you wind up with.
Thank you, Dr. Uche.
So you saying your soulmate is like the closest friend you could ever have? Is that what you mean?
Soulmate and a soulmate could be your guy friend or your girlfriend.
Could be your mom.
It could be your mom, but it's not the person that you sleep with, that you share life with, that you build with, and things like this. Your soulmate is the person that pushes you to that point to be better. Like I said, your soulmate is your moral compass. Yeah. Just like if you're in the wilderness and you're lost. If you don't have a compass, you're going to stay lost. Just like in life, if you don't have a soulmate, a moral compass, then you get lost in life also. So that's what a soulmate is for me.
I want y'all to call in on this conversation, 504-260-9265, 504-260-9265, because it was kind of a trick question, Henry. Are you thinking about it a little bit differently?
No,
Have we opened your mind to living differently in the world? Because I haven't even said anything yet. But Uche and I on the wavelength.
Yeah, I dig all of that. What I was thinking was we were talking about romantic
soulmate. See, that's why I wanted to say it, because people have it in their mind as one thing.
Yeah.
But can you open your mind to living differently in the world, have a different perspective on a soulmate, and have a different type of relationship with one?
Yeah, I just wanted to pull a rug from under the people that think, I'm going to marry my soulmate and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's baloney.
I will say,
And I believe that.
and this is after a lot. This is a lot
I agree
after a
with
lot
you.
of research and things like that. I believe you have. I don't
Can
know
I
if you
say
want to
something
call
before
it.
you get
Yeah,
started?
go ahead.
And to get on the end of what Henry said, which I think is very important, is that, that love, I'm in love, that's a feeling. That's like you being hungry, being sleepy, being happy. All these things fade. And if you feel, love is deliberate. It's a deliberate act that you really have to work at every morning. You have to wake up and be deliberate about, look, you're looking at the person next to you and you're like, look, I love this person, and it's deliberate. It's not like, if you get caught up in feelings, what happens when you don't feel that way about that person anymore?
Yeah, you're in trouble.
Then it fades, but you have to be deliberate about, look, I love this person. I'm going to do these things that I say I'm going to do, and it's never for the other person. It's for yourself. It's to prove yourself that you are the person that you claim to be.
I will say this before Dr. Turner goes into a comment, and I'm just going to say a statement. I believe that there's a distinct difference between a soulmate and a twin flame. Now go look up that definition.
What's a twin flame?
Exactly.
A side chick? What's that?
No. If you're a spiritual person and you believe that you're a soul, technically, when you were born, you were divided into two. You are your whole person, but there's someone out there that is your complement.
Oh, all right.
And your soulmate, you have soulmates along your journey that basically, as Uche say, bring you through your karmic journey that you are supposed to grow through and bring out the pains of your purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And you go through these relationships. Oh, he brings out the worst in me. He might be teaching you a lesson. You're like, don't you get the same lesson in relationships until you learn it?
Right.
Oh, but I loved him. Yes, you've loved people. You can love more than one person. You
That's
can
right.
have more than one person on
That's
your
right.
journey. But they may not be that ultimate twin flame that connects to your soul.
Gotcha.
Go ahead, Brian.
So I was thinking about what Uche said, and really, I think that's kind of I think love has two sides, and I think Uche is right. It's very much a deliberate and intentional act of love. But I think one of the things, and this is why I say I think people get it mixed up, is the cycle of like emotions and arousal. Different people can arouse different things in you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think some people get mixed up. Like, I have female and male friends who arouse in me a desire to be better. That's not sexual. I have people who arouse a sexual drive in me that ain't friendship.
Right.
But when it comes down to trying to seek that soulmate, it's kind of the fact that they can arouse in you all of those things, that you can be the best. So actually, when Nuche said, when you wake up in the morning, if that person is there and you look at him, that person should arouse everything in you and quicken everything in you to where your drive is to be the best that you can be in that relationship. And I think, unfortunately, people do think they have to marry their soulmate. And unfortunately, we don't always marry our soulmate because, as Uche said, sometimes that soulmate makes you a better person for that time and place. So it could be that some of our soulmates were our high school sweethearts who enlivened us to be the best because we
taught
may not.
you a lesson to
Right.
prepare you for a
Right.
life partner.
Right.
Because a life partner, a soulmate, and a twin flame are three different things.
Yeah.
I know we laid out a lot for y'all this morning, but a soulmate,
Side chick and a mistress.
a soulmate, a life partner, and a twin flame are three different things. And you're lucky if you find one that is a multiple of,
Yeah.
the three.
Yeah.
You can find that.
But
If it's your time, you can find it. But
Just find a person you just want to be with. Just find, keep it simple. Find a person that you want to be with, that you know what, you look at losing versus gaining. That's the main thing. That you find a person that you don't want to lose with.
But you should never be addicted to a person.
Who said anything about addiction?
Oh, I'm not saying you said it. I'm making.
You shouldn't be addicted to anything.
You should never be addicted to a person. If you're addicted
People
to a person,
get addicted
you have a
to
problem.
people?
Yes, and it's a problem.
Yeah, that's a big problem. I had a female friend in the past. She used to tell me, Henry, I want to feel like the person I'm with. I can't live without him. She said she used to be in love with this guy and she wanted to kill herself and they broke up. I'm like, man, you think that's healthy? Like, that's fun to you? You want to feel like that? Nah.
And I mean, I was going to end where Eileen was going with. I think at the end of the day, the culmination of all your experiences should make you the best person possible.
Yes.
Best
And
version.
so
Like a computer program.
right. So at the end of the day, when you talk about soulmate or twin flame or any of those things, to me, what we call it is not going to be as important as the experience.
Uche said cosmic nuisance.
That is
Do we have those?
yeah. But I think at the end of the day,
It's
Uche,
lessons. It's to put you back on the right path.
Well, but I think that's the problem. And that's what I was going to say. The only thing is we get in our own way. We let people who...
Wait, repeat that, Dr. Turner.
We get in our own way.
Say that one more time.
We get in our own way.
Thank you.
That's my only point about all this. We could call it whatever you want, but if you mess up an opportunity to be a better person because you jacked up or you, like Henry just said, this young lady, instead of appreciating the relationship and letting it run its course and being happy with it, she wants to kill herself.
And learning her lesson.
Right.
Because once she learned her lesson, she would look, he's like, drop the mic. Once she learned her lesson, she could open her mind to living differently in the world and have a better relationship the next time. We're going to take a quick break. It is Relationship Tuesday, and we're going to hop back on this conversation. Is there a soulmate? Is there a life partner? Is it your twin flame? Look them up during the break. We'll be right back. This is Relationship Tuesday.
Hey, are you interested in being a vendor at the Next Generation's Networking Mixer? Call our office now, 504-942-0106 for more information. That's 504-942-0106. The Generations Networking Mixer, coming soon. If you're interested in being a vendor, call 504-942-0106 or email me, Janae Pierre, at JANAE@WBOK1230am.com. It's time to make the connection.
All through the month of February, Toyota of New Orleans is proud to support Black History Month and the many significant accomplishments of African Americans throughout our history. Now, through the last day of February, Toyota of New Orleans offers new 2016 Toyota Corolla L's for only $17,528. $17,528 to buy a brand new Corolla from Toyota of New Orleans. Or move up to the bold new 2016 Toyota Camry for only $21,428. $21,428 for the legendary Camry. Plus, Toyota of New Orleans will deliver the uber versatile RAV4 for only $24,059. $24,059 for the new 2016 Toyota RAV4 LE. Log on, learn more at ToyotaofNewOrleans.com.
Stock number T416443, T517578, and T238573. Plus tax settle license and dealer doc fee of $200. Price includes dealer discounts and rebates of $750 to $1,500. MSRP Corolla $18,955. Camry $24,195. RAV4 $25,625.
As a business owner, do you ever wonder how you can gain better exposure to potential clients, not only locally but around the world? The internet has changed the game for everybody, and whether you're a small mom and pop shop, a medium-sized business, or nonprofit, it's important that you have a web presence online. We at Peak Mountain Technology Solutions understand that growing your business means more to you than most people realize. That's why we've taken it upon ourselves to offer the very best in website design. We're talking custom-built websites that are professionally designed with your business in mind. Websites that are designed to help attract customers to your business. So if you're ready to take your business to the next level, give Peak Mountain Technology Solutions a call today to see how we can help. In addition to website design, we offer a full range of information technology support. So give us a call today at 504-355-8400. Again, that's 504-355-8400.
Gentile Italian Pie is home to the $5 Family Happy Hour. Specials on pizza, wings, and drinks Tuesday through Thursday, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Gentile Italian Pie does fresh for the entire family. Salads, pizza, pasta, wings, and oven-baked sandwiches. Gentile Italian Pie offers lunch and dinner in a new, modern atmosphere surrounded by big screen TVs. Dine in or carry out by calling 504-826-9180. That's 504-826-9180. Relax. Have a drink from the fully stocked bar or beer on tap while your order is made from the freshest ingredients. Gentile Italian Pie, 4706 Paris Avenue, is home where everybody knows your name. So bring the family to Paris and Marabou for the $5 Family Happy Hour, Tuesday through Thursday, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. That's Gentile Italian Pie. Dine in or carry out. 504-826-9180. That's 504-826-9180. You gotta try the pie. That's the original Italian pie, located at Paris and Marabou in Gentilly.
Carter Business Development delivers. For businesses to compete, they must have access. Let CBD be your bridge for business development services, radio advertising, social media marketing, brand ambassador, outreach, and access. Contact Carter Business Development at 504-400-7900 400-712-7127 or email Eileen@tglradioshow.com. Carter Business Development creates unfolding opportunities. CBD connects the dots from where you are to where you want to be. Join the good life now with Carter Business Development. 504-400-7127. 504-400-7127. As quoted, a man who stops advertising to save money is like a man who stops a clock to save time. Let CBD save you time and give you access. Call 504-400-7127. 504-400-7127. Take the steps required for access so you can live the good life too with Carter Business Development. That's 504-400-7127. L&R Security provides the good life. They make their mark in the security arena by providing excellent security services for more than 35 years and are licensed in more than 13 states. L&R Security's team comes with a wealth of experience from the military, law enforcement, and law enforcement training. Their personnel is comprised of more than 200 employees trained in video monitoring, special event services, convention services, armed and unarmed security guards, ticket takers, executive security, personal bodyguards, hall monitors, and critical infrastructure personnel that are TSA trained. L&R Security services are provided on a 24-hour basis and have expanded to the newest technology, including video monitoring. Find them on the web at www.lrsecurity.com or call them today at 504-943-3191. Again, that number is 504-943-3191. Live the good life with L&R Security today.
Getting a speeding ticket can impact drivers in many ways for multiple years. When you receive a traffic ticket, in addition to the fines you may have to pay, you may have to miss work to attend court, and in many cases, your insurance rates may increase as a result of one single ticket. Before you decide to just pay your traffic ticket and get it over with, speak to an attorney. In most instances, when you hire an attorney, he or she can stand in for you at court and you do not have to attend. Also, lawyers are trained and experienced in navigating the legal system, which could mean the difference between a blemished or clean driving record. If you have the unfortunate experience of receiving a traffic ticket, consult an attorney who will provide you with advice that is specific to your situation. This was your Legal Line of the Day, brought to you by the Hilliard Law Firm. For more information, call 504-729-6133.
WBOK, real talk for real times. Good night, hey. Good night, yes. Good night,
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Relationship Tuesday, and we are here to open your mind.
Good life, good life, in a different land.
Y'all, we are here on Relationship Tuesday. I have all the guys in the studio. I have Henry, Dr. Turner. Should I say Dr. Turner? No, we're having a good conversation. You're Dr. Turner today. And Uche. We are here. We were discussing soulmates, and I kind of gave the guys a trick question, and the listeners as well. Do you believe in soulmates? We kind of opened up the discussion to lead into soulmates, life partners, and twin flames. And yes, they are all different things. So if you're not familiar with them, you should look them up to see exactly which one you may be with, you know, at what part of your journey in your life you're at. And it might open your mind to living differently in the world, and your perspective may be different about your relationship and your path, knowing that a soulmate is bringing the best out of you. Go ahead, Uche.
I'm going to say something that Henry encouraged me to say during break, and I think it's very important. You know, soulmates, twin flames, life partners, marriage, these are all things that just don't work for everybody. You know, and there's a small percentage that it does work for. There is a small percentage that everybody does get what they want. It's like there's a small percentage of kids playing football somewhere that will make it to the NFL. There's a small percentage of people that will be millionaires. There's a small percentage of people that will be president. So just like all things in life, they're all small percentages where they do work, but that shouldn't deter people from trying to get to that point. So the little boy that's playing football, you know, why would you discourage him from playing football by saying, you won't make it to the NFL, or the little kid in school to say he can't be president. So, these things that, finding your life partner, twin flame, soulmate, you should strive to do that, but you should keep in the back of your mind, it happens to a small percentage of people. And if you don't find yours, that your life is not over.
Exactly.
And the person that you're with is nobody because they're not your soulmate.
But here's what people are missing. You find these people by self-mastery. You find these people by creating a better you.
Yeah.
You step to the next soulmate, to the life partner after you've learned your lesson. Look back at your relationships in life.
Oh, you say that again.
Wait, what?
You say that again.
Open your mind and live in a different world. You take the next step in life and you meet the next person by self-mastery, by becoming a better you. That's when you meet the next person.
Bruce Leroy.
Look back at your relationships. You're like, oh, I keep getting the same type of person in a different package. Well, that's because you're not learning the lesson. You're going to get the same lesson in a different package. He may be tall, short, money, no money, but he still treats you the same way. It's still the same man. He's still abusive. He's still psychologically abusive. He's still, emotionally unavailable. How about that? Looks like he has everything. Oh, girl, he has a job, the car, this, but he is emotionally unavailable.
Preach.
Stop choosing the same type of person.
Preach.
Find it in yourselves, become whole.
Too. The fellas be
I'm talking to everybody. This isn't just to the female. You being the proverbial you.
Alone.
You being the proverbial you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to just point out the ladies. I'm talking to everybody.
Keep our viewership right.
I'm speaking to everybody.
Our listeners. Look, Eileen, actually what's interesting is that as you were saying that, one of the things I thought about was we still this is a theme that we've had probably for the last year or so. People still have to do right and take care of themselves.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
And so when it comes out, it just hit me, as my own kind of thoughts about relationships, really thinking about that. I was like, it's hard to better yourself when you're not bettering yourself. If you're sitting around and you waiting for somebody else to come and fulfill you and to pour into you and to complete you. And so many movies give us that message. So many songs and so many images tell us, let somebody come and make you better.
Yeah, that's a plan. It's plan.
That is not the plan.
Like
right.
The plan is not like, it'll be okay when he gets here. It'll be okay when she gets here.
Okay,
I'm going to be able to take this next step when she walks in my life.
Here's the thing. These singers that sing these great love songs, right? They went through this.
Oh, yeah.
So you think, while you admire and look up to this person, it's like, oh, this is the greatest person ever, and I wish I could be like them. Be careful. Because they went through these things that you listen to. Mm-hmm. So while you want to be like them, while you want to be like...
Don't wish it on
while
yourself.
You want to be like... What's the chick's name that... She's always singing some spiritual... not spiritual, but some... she was with the dude, the little dude from Jodeci. What's her name?
Mary J. Blige.
Mary J. Blige.
Oh, she been.
I want to be like Mary J. Blige. Be careful. Do you?
She got the wounds.
Right.
Do you?
Yeah.
Because of the things that she's been through.
Yeah.
She's pouring out the things that she's been through, and look. I'm not a Mary J. Blige fan, but that last song that she came out with.
I don't know song titles.
Look, I don't know the song title, but
she
really evolved as a woman, a songwriter, everything, because she got to that point to where it was like, look, no shame, I'm laying it all.
We have the lines lit up. Yeah. I have Sekou on line too, and Uche, he is agreeing with you. Sekou, welcome to the Good Life.
Yeah, good morning. I listen to your show every morning, and I had to call it because Uche was right about the soulmate concept.
Mm-hmm.
So, but at the same time, you could be a soulmate to somebody, but the person is not intellectually connecting to you, not really paying attention in a deeper way, profound way, so they miss the opportunity that the lesson you try to teach them.
Right.
That's the problem.
Exactly.
That's
Preach,
and you
Sekou.
said something too, Arlene, about the fact that people, the pain that you say Mary J. Blige has been through. You're right, bro. You got to be careful what you wish for. And the people who sing powerful music or present themselves in such a profound way creatively, they have experienced some real profound hurt and pain in their life, right?
Right.
So, like, my area is, I study a little psychology and I observe people. And my thing is that I try to bring the best with me to the people I interact with. Mm-hmm. All of them not real receptive, and some of them are so materially arrogant that they're looking for things rather than something of substance that could once they understand the lesson, they can get everything they want. But they want the material things first and not understand the lessons that need to teach them how to go about getting the material things. I don't want to get into the too personal.
No, that's
but
perfect.
Anyway, I'm going to get off there and let
Thank
somebody
you
else
so
talk.
much,
But
Sekou. You were on point this morning. Thank you so
Y'all
much.
have a beautiful day, and y'all have some real nice conversations in the mornings. They're a very good program y'all got. Have a
Thank
good
you
day.
so much,
Thank you.
Sekou. Sekou, you can call back anytime you want. Thank you so much.
All right. Peace and love.
Twin flame.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I think that comes back to the point, and I don't know if just, you know, I oftentimes think of how do I walk out of here. And today that was really my point, is that when it comes down to soulmates or twin flames or whatever relationship, it still requires, and Uche was hitting on this, you still have to be able to do the things you need to do for yourself. If you are waiting for your soulmate, your partner, your twin flame.
Wait, what'd you say? If you're waiting on,
if you're still
that's
waiting,
the problem.
Right. You have to get out and be active. And I have some mentees and some other people I know who, when they've moved to New Orleans or when they've been here, it's like, well, I don't really go in, I don't do that. So how you expect to meet somebody with all these great qualities you want if you sitting your behind at home?
Yeah, he ain't come and knock on your door.
Right.
Like, hey, is Miss Wright over here?
Right.
How about it's not about meeting them? It's go meet yourself.
Well, yeah, that's the experience.
Go meet yourself.
But that's the experience.
Go
If
meet
I like-
yourself. Love yourself. When you're happy, you're going to attract it. You can't run from it at that point. It's going to be attracted to you.
Right. If you like art.
Every guy sitting at this table with me has always said, and I'm going to speak to the ladies, a confident woman is what attracts you. And it's not necessarily about what she looks like. It's the confidence that she exudes. Women want the same thing. So we're speaking to both sides of the coin.
Mm-hmm.
It's the confidence. It's the loving yourself. It's the going out on the limb. It's the, stepping outside of your comfort zone and doing something that makes you happy. When they see that confidence, they want to be around you. So start doing that, taking care of yourself, and then you'll move through your relationships a lot more fluidly, a lot more selflessly, and with a lot more love. Go ahead, Brian.
I was just going to say amen. I mean,
Thanks.
Because at the end of the day, that's the point, right? Is when you're active and involved in the things that you're active and involved in, you will meet people who have the same goals, right? You can't meet people who have similar goals, but you're on different paths. So you can. If I'm in the strip club all the time, I'm gonna meet.
You're gonna meet a stripper, right? Right.
That's it. I mean,
and so you're in the strip club all the time, and you're like, man, I want to introduce you to my fiance. And in my mind, I'm like, I bet she's a stripper.
and then I can't be
I'm
critical.
in love with the stripper.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right. And then
I
you
didn't
can't be
look,
critical.
to
It
each
might be
their
your
own.
soulmate, man.
I am not on this earth to judge
You
anybody's
don't want to
journey.
be a twin flame. You might be burning.
Oh, man, this dude.
Oh my gosh.
No exotic dancers was
I
harmed
hope that
in the
went over
production
your
of this
head.
work today. No exotic dancers were
Henry,
harmed in
please
the
help me
production
out.
of this.
I need the other side of the table to speak up. Henry.
Oh, man.
Well, Henry, since you
What's up?
had one perspective at the beginning of this conversation, what's your perspective now
I mean,
after listening?
I 100% agree that you don't have to be so hard on yourself and pressed to say, look, I have to marry my soulmate. I have to find my soulmate and be romantic with them, et cetera,
How
et
about
cetera.
I want to marry my life partner? How about I want to marry my twin flame?
I mean,
It could be
fine.
your
You know,
soulmate too.
It's all a choice. It's not going to just magically happen.
Yeah, how about I want to wake up in a Bugatti?
Yeah. You might
I
want to
woke
wake up in a Bugatti, but it may not happen.
It may
you
not
know?
happen. You got to be able to maneuver through life knowing that they may never happen. It shouldn't change your attitude or your personality. you know?
Everybody's journey is different.
Yeah.
And stop comparing your journey to other people's
people,
journey.
Yeah, you don't do that.
Because
if you wanna
that's
compare
where
it,
you really get stuck.
If you want to compare it, like these small kids, they want to be rappers, they want to be football players, they want to be lawyers, they want to be doctors, you have to realize it and recognize the work that these people put into their craft.
Mm-hmm.
So while you want to wish to be somebody, you have to realize the work and effort it took for them to be who they are. Henry's sitting right there. Henry, number one in the world with dogs. What he breeds.
Bull blood.
But guess what? Did it happen overnight? How
No,
many
indeed.
mistakes you made?
A lot of money, a lot of
how many
tears.
dogs died?
Oh,
How many?
man.
It's so people don't realize that when they look up to you because you are a role model, whether you know it or not.
Yeah.
But it's to let the people that look up to you let them know all the work that went into that, all the mistakes that went into your craft to make you who you are. And that's what
Right.
people need to know, in whether it's in relationships, business, friendships, everything. You know, I always say a good friendship, a good relationship isn't the person you never got into it with. It's the person that you stay getting into it with. That's your best friend, is the person that you stay getting into it with, and y'all stay friends. That's your real friend. Your friend that you, or the girlfriend that you never got into it with, or that you're afraid to get into it
They
with.
just agreeing with you
yeah,
all the time.
Just, yeah. That's
But
not
you know
your
what?
friend.
And I will also say this, because, you know, it popped in my mind. I know we're at the end of the show today. Stop forcing things, y'all.
It'll happen.
Stop forcing things. If you have to force a relationship, it's not for you. We want to open your minds to living differently in the world. If you weren't aware of twin flames, if you weren't aware
Coconut oil works good too.
life partners,
Man.
I'm sure you are aware of soulmates, but there's so many different types. We want to open your mind to living differently in the world. That's exactly what The Good Life is all about. Read about life partners. Read about twin flames. I promise you it will open your mind.
Read about these.
Oh my gosh. Stay tuned tomorrow for Wellness Wednesday. I will have the crew in the studio. Y'all have a great day. I'm out.